Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Monday morning in my world, and this is Monday Morning Mindset. And so, what is mindset and what does it matter? Mindset is a combination of your thoughts and your feelings and your actions that create your attitude that affect every single thing that you do all day long. And so, mindset is the most important thing of every day. And I am so grateful to bring this little opportunity to myself of reminding myself of our mindset. And so today, our oil this week, every day this week, our oil is the oil of humility. And so, humility is like an amazing, amazing oil. It is a blend, and take a drop. So, take a drop of humility in your hand. I can't see if anybody's joining me live. It looks like there is a few people joining me live. So happy to have you here with me live. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Brett. Lovely to see you. Happy that you're joining me live here. So the oil of humility. Take a deep inhalation, hold at the peak of your breath, and then gently blow out. And do that a minimum of 3 times. So it's just such a beautiful, good oil. And so what's the emotional aspect of that I'm using humility for this week is the emotional aspect of humility helps you to get over the feelings of not good enough, of not feeling good enough, of not being good enough, of just feeling that lack inside of just not feeling good enough. And so I don't know, for those of you, I think this is so incredibly beautiful and perfect timing, as always. Being at the Young Living Convention and hearing the presentation from John about not being good enough, and good enough is good enough. It's good enough. It was so beautiful. And so my poem for today, I see a few more people have hopped on here. Wonderful. Great to see you, Mavis. Great to see you, Darlene. Um, so lovely to see you. So remember that if you registered for the Young Living Convention and you have the replays, watch them again, or take time, go get with somebody and watch. John was not, he's the Young Living historian, I guess is his title now. His presentation was so beautiful and so perfect. To me, he was the keynote speaker of the entire convention. And so go and watch his presentation with somebody. And so here's my poem that I want to read in relationship to this matter of not being good enough. And I love that Robert Frost, I love the poem where he said, I shall be telling this with a sigh, some were ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and it made all the difference. And two yellow roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be the one traveler. Long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other just as far, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and watered and wanted wear, though as far as the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, and I doubted if I would ever be back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that made all the difference. I love this poem in the feeling in relationship to the not good enough, and how that John talked about, it's good enough. This whole matter of perfectionism. We need to use our humility oil, because the feeling of perfectionism actually is more the opposite side of it is arrogance. Like we think we're too good to be let anything happen that is not good enough, and yet it's all good enough. It's good enough. Your best is good enough. And so this famous poem just reminds us of the feelings that not being good enough is a universal feeling, and it's time that we allowed ourselves to let go of that not good enough feeling by humbling ourselves to knowing that our best is good enough. And whenever today you do your best, it's good enough. And every day that you do your best is going to get better. And so give yourself permission to show up and simply do your best, and it's good enough. And have the most wonderful, wonderful day. Have the most wonderful week. If you don't have the oil of humility, get it, because it's phenomenal and helping to overcome those feelings of not being good enough and simply showing up as your best and knowing that it is good enough because you're good enough, because you're created good enough. Have the best day, and bye for now.